What did you do during the war?
First, my husband had to go in the army.
Yes.
I
Were
was
you,
alone with my little boy.
how did you manage?
He was born 6 weeks before the war. Then the Germans came to Paris. I saw them. I was sitting outside and I saw the German soldier coming in Paris. The first day, I was feeling very bad. Many people of Paris left because they were very scared of the German. France was occupied, half of France was only occupied at that time. And I didn't want to run with the people on the roads with my baby. And I was thinking, I'm not going away. I want my baby to stay at home and have his food. And I said, whatever will happen, will happen. And I didn't go away. I lived in a big house with maybe 130 tenants, and maybe 10 tenants stayed. We didn't have too much to eat, but we were helping each other. A couple of people were staying there, and I wasn't sorry that I didn't go away because a lot of people were killed on the roads.
Were your parents alive then?
I had still my father and brothers and sisters. Everybody had their own trouble, you know.
Were you in any danger?
Yes, certainly. And I had to run during the night at the shelter with my baby. And I prepared every night the bottles. It was hard, really. But we were young and we didn't cry. We just took it the best way.
You were as brave as you could be.
And I was still didn't know what happened to my husband at all at that time.
And
one day I received a card that he was a prisoner of war. I was very happy because I really...
It meant he was alive.
I know it because when the Germans occupied France, I know where he was in the front. And many men were killed there. I didn't see him since my son was born. After Paris was occupied from the German people, and we were beginning to have trouble being Jewish. When one day somebody came to my apartment and he said that I come to visit your apartment because your husband escaped and we have to look in your place if he's there.
Oh my.
And I didn't even know that my husband escaped at that time. It was a civilian Frenchman who worked for the German who came. And he said, your husband escaped. If he comes home, he said to me, you better not stay here. And our wedding anniversary is on the 26th of December. It was sad. That was the day of Christmas. Somebody came to me. It was my nephew. He said, we have a visitor at home, and we would like you to come over with Jackie, our son. And I was, having a feeling that maybe it's him. And he said, yes, your husband is at our home. So I first get dressed, put the baby, and we went to my sister. And then I saw my husband. I didn't see him for a long time. He didn't see his son since he was a small baby. And I was teaching my son to say Papa. And I show him when he was at home, my husband, give me a picture of him. And I show my son, you see, this is your daddy. So every son that he saw in the street, he was crying. He said, Daddy, Daddy. He thought every soldier was his father. But this time he came to my sister, but my husband was not dressed as a soldier. He was dressed in civilian. And he said, you're not my daddy. My dad is a soldier. We couldn't stay together. He couldn't come home. He couldn't even stay in my sister's place. Some of our friends gave us a little apartment that was empty that they know about. We met there like we were lovers, so like somebody we have to hide, somebody took care of my baby, and we met there like we had a date, and only for a night or two because he couldn't stay in Paris. He had to go away in the not occupied side of France. 2 days later he left already, and he said, don't worry, I will be in touch with you now and we will be together, all three of us, for always. So I had to go to the not occupied side of France too. I had to go through the border.
You did?
And I only have my identification paper over marked Jewish. And I waited to 3 months before I could go. And then I found somebody who helped me to go on the other side. It wasn't easy to go through the woods. A nice man was helping me there, and he had to carry my valise and my baby. I couldn't even breathe that day. I was so scared. Anyway.
You made it.
I made it. I met my husband again when it was 41, so it was not so. For that time we had troubles, you know.
And how?
Yeah. But we don't talk about it.
You survived.
Yes, we are very, very lucky. We lost a lot of friends. The only night that we were happy was when the England airplane came to bombard German people all over France. But then we were thinking, now we can sleep. They will not come tonight to pick us up. They're busy with the airplanes and the bombs. After the French were liberated, he was so happy to be rid of the Germans, and then he wanted to live a normal life. He right away wanted another baby. He didn't even ask me the permission.
He didn't ask your permission?
No, nothing. He said, oh no, now another child has to be between us. So I was very, very happy, and we had a little girl, and she was wonderful.